Welcome to your Daily Boost 365 podcast. This is episode number 21. Are material items stopping you from living your best life? My name is Erica Vassal, and I'm an entrepreneur with over 30 years of experience. And I'm here with my dear friend, Hexroy Elliott. And y'all know, I believe he's the smartest man that I've ever met. And he opened my eyes to this as well. So he's an entrepreneur, a promoter, artist manager, and he's just got a lot of knowledge when it comes to just seems like logical things, right, Hexroy?
Yeah, that's what you gotta look at. Look at things logically, then your viewpoint would be that much easier. It would be that much easier to solve anything, any problem. A lot of us don't like to face reality. So we allow emotions to control us. So it's harder to solve problem. Anyway, like I always say, it's the beautiful and intelligent Miss Erica Vassal, the one and only entrepreneur, heard all the good stuff, 30 years of experience, boss lady. Go and take it away, Erica. Do what you do.
All right. Thank you. All right. So this came from our book, right? We talk about investing in experiences versus material, right? And as I'm packing up my house here to move to Jamaica, I was thinking about things. And as I talked with other people and I hear the things that they do in their daily life, it really hit me. I'm like, I'm really starting to believe material items are stopping people from living their best life. And one of the things that I've seen people do is that they want to get to another level, whether it's like get in shape, right? They want to get to another level in their business or their career, right? So they say all these things. You hear them saying this, right? And then you see them shopping, right? They'll buy a new car, shoes, purses, whatever. But if you have a conversation with them, how is that going getting to your goal? They'll say, oh, I didn't have money to join the gym. I didn't have money for a personal trainer. I didn't have money to go to a conference. And in my brain, logically, I'm thinking, I don't say this out loud, but I would say, well, man, if you wouldn't have spent all the money on that, you would have been able to do it. And it got me thinking, why do people spend money on the material things that are not going to help them to get to their goal versus investing in themselves to get to their goals? So like, what do you think about that?
All right. Don't take this topic lightly at all, because it's a fact. It's a fact. We all guilty of it. Right, Erica? If I'm going to spend like $100, $200 or even more, it depends on party and the vibe. You know how that go. All the party people. So instead of me sacrificing that in versus say, man, let me go to Erica's entrepreneur retreat and gain knowledge so I can reach where I want to reach the right way or the easier way, because knowledge makes things easier, versus I'm gonna go party. So a lot of us, we all guilty of it. Most of us. A lot of us, we do what's fun, which I do believe in living in the moment, so it's kind of tough. But however, as entrepreneur and just doing things logically, doing things effectively, the wise thing is to do is to say, forget that party for a minute. Let me focus on me. Let me build myself to a level where as though if I spend $200-$300, I could still pay for like a retreat, or I could still pay for a airplane and to go to Dubai, or so everything needs balance. But I strongly believe in what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is this: sometimes you have to make sacrifices in business. Most times, not sometimes, most times we have to make sacrifices, and these are some of the sacrifices that we take for granted because it's just easier to do that versus maybe you need more money to do what you got to do. So, just a thought alone, you're like, man, well, I ain't got that right now. Forget saving that. I'm going to do me. You feel me? Anybody started from ground up, It's no walk in the park. So, with me now, from what I learned, I'm not into jewelry like I once was. I'm not into fancy car like I once was. I believe in making the sacrifices of not being so materialistic. We got to focus on the important things to be successful, or else we're going around in circle. Just
Yeah.
going around in circle because we put the money in the wrong place. Let me tell you about business, man. You got to sacrifice and you have to invest in you. You have to invest in knowledge, which is investing in you. Because without the proper knowledge, it's hard to execute. Believe me on that. So, I strongly advise, just do plans, write it down and take step by step and be disciplined enough to sacrifice. Success is nothing but a plan, a well strategic plan. Have to plan.
Well, why do people not want to plan? Why do they want to go shop and go do this and do that and buy that instead of planning? They want to talk the talk, but not walk the walk. Why is that?
Because sometimes it's easier. Sometimes it's out your range, your range to, make certain sacrifice. So you go with the easier one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As I was packing up my purses and I was thinking, man, I bought these purses. They cost lots of money and they mean nothing anymore. It was a status symbol, right? And I would say to anyone out there, look in your closet and look at the stuff that you bought that you probably are not even using or wearing anymore. And if you think I can't afford XYZ, look at all the money that you spent on material items that you could have been invested in your business, your health, your life. So when people choose the easier route because it's instant gratification of going to Target or TJ Maxx or shopping wherever, right? You got to think, if you hold off to that day and you don't do it and you save that, and then the next time you're like, oh, I'm having a bad day. Roy says I shop based on emotion, if I'm happy or upset. So if you don't shop that way, if you think, okay, maybe I'll just put something online in my shopping cart, but I won't check out, I won't buy it. Maybe that'll give you that gratification. But if you take that money you were going to spend and put it to the side and save it, guess what? In a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, in a year from now, you know how much money you will have that you can invest in the gym equipment, the membership, the personal trainer, retreats, conferences, start a business. I mean, it's just that people are obsessed with all these material things because I think it's instant gratification. It's like me eating chocolate, right? It's instant gratification.
Well, part of it is because some of us, like we say, when we starting from ground up and we taste just a little success, we're not used to it. So we want to go enjoy, you know what I mean?
Yes,
well, look at you, matter of fact. You love, for instance, you love you love celebrating your wins. So
yes.
You get a win, you want to celebrate right away. And I was the one who was like, man, I don't believe in that. I believe in working hard, work hard. Then I could celebrate how I want at my expense.
That's
true.
Not
celebrating on the strength for, okay, so I see a little bit of this success. Let me go celebrate the feel good or to motivate myself. Me, nah.
But Roy, there's a but to that. Okay. So I can celebrate with something small. It could be a drink. I could celebrate with, it doesn't have to be like we're going to the resort for 2 weeks, right? It could be something so simple of a celebration. So that's key.
You're right on that, and that is what you do most times, to be honest.
Yeah, because some people celebrate with a car.
You talk about it a lot, make me, I had to use that as a point.
Yeah, and you know what, Roy, though? The rich people, they're not wearing all the name brand stuff.
At all.
Look at the Facebook guy. He wears the plain shirt. He doesn't have the logos. So, I think that people have this vision of what success looks like. Success looks like a Louis Vuitton purse. Success looks like certain shoes. I don't know men's stuff too much. Okay. But, that's what people think success looks like. But in reality, that's like you're trying to portray it if you haven't made it yet. Well, they say fake it till you make it.
In this era, especially in this era, fake it till you make it. It works for some people don't work for it.
You can fake it till you make it, but you also need to make sure you're still at the same time investing in yourself. Otherwise, you're never going to make it. All you're going to have is
You
credit
have
card
to
debt.
always invest in yourself. Ain't no sometime about that part.
True.
Always invest in yourself,
Yes.
because it's impossible for a person to know it all, and
Right.
knowledge is power. So when you invest in yourself, I'm assuming to you investing to make yourself a better person. Most times, to make yourself a better person comes with teaching yourself knowledge.
True. But you know what? I don't know if you remember last week we had the Zoom like with the expert speakers for our retreat, right? And I had said, I think it was that, I do on so many trainings, I forget. I think it was that one. I said that people sometimes are afraid of success. I know we talked about this in another podcast, but on the feedback forum, a lot of people said that hit home, that they didn't realize they were afraid of success. So they're afraid of investing in themselves because they're afraid of what will happen if they are successful. And that used to be my fear. And I wonder, do people self-sabotage themselves by not saving money to invest in themselves because they're afraid? Well, what if I invest in a personal trainer and I look really good? What kind of attention will I get? If I invest in this, if I lose weight, then what? Will I be able to maintain it? What will people think? You know what I mean? So I think that some of that has to do with we're buying things to look the part, but we're not actually doing the work necessary to get to that goal. I don't know.
Well. One thing about being successful, you gotta put that fear to the side. It don't work, because you'll never be able to execute if you always fearful. You gotta have thick skin. You still have to put that fear to the side. I don't think fear mixes at all with being successful, because you have to take chances. You have to take risk. If I was to worry about what to happen when I'm at the level I am, I would stop now, because shoot.
I was like stopping myself from reaching the next level, like earning a car and diamonds and all the stuff in the direct sales company I was in, because I was so afraid of not being able to handle the position. And then one day I just changed my mind and said, I'm going to, follow my blessing method. I'm going to do what I was doing previously. And I let go of the fear and I just followed the steps and I hit all my goals. Right. And then some, and we wouldn't be sitting here right now doing this podcast.
But with you though, your career, what you have done speaks. You're not a fearful person. Whether you think you are, you might be fearful in the little small things, but the things that really matter, oh, Eric, I have no fear, or you would never be where you are today. Yeah, so you've been not fearful. You fearful probably like a bug on the wall, or maybe just the little things, but most big things, nah, no. You wouldn't be who you are. You wouldn't be the boss that you was. You wouldn't be the entrepreneur that you was. I've listened to you talk to people, and most times you're on point. That don't take fear. Shoot, some of the things, the way you talk to people, or the way you can get through to them. I think I can talk to an extent, but I give you more credit when it comes to that than I give myself. Feel me? So that don't take fear. So
well, I was saying I had that before. I overcame it, and now I'm living my best life.
But I can't see you having it because you've been in business at a young age.
True.
So I don't see it.
I just had a period, but it was a period of my life where I was like
at some things, yeah, and that is true. Now, that's everybody, really, but for the most part, I don't see you have that level of fear to not be successful. You know what I mean? So that's why I had to interject in that.
Yeah.
But I do see your point for sure.
Yeah, there's sometimes we just go through some things, and some people might be going through that now. They might be dealing with life's challenges, right? And they're just shopping and doing or going out partying, right? And then they're going to wake up in a year from now and they're going to be like, oh crap, I never got to where I wanted to be. I have friends that they're just, look how many people are flying to Jamaica, right? So there's so many people coming. And then you have other people who are like, I can't do it. I can't take a trip. I got to work. I got to do this. And they complain all the time. Yeah. And I'm noticing those are the people who are shopping the most and have the most clutter in their houses. I'm just saying it. I'm just
whatever it's going to be anyways. Yes. So why not do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm
I
not.
always say, what's the worst thing that could happen? And, I firmly believe in investing in yourself. I firmly believe in, making your life as easy as possible. Like, I don't like to stand in a line. Like, if there's a VIP thing I could pay for, I do those kind of things because time is valuable. Your time is precious. You have to really start looking at that
You
because
said the
it's
word time.
right.
Time. That's hey, it's power in that time.
It is.
You can never get that back. So
Right.
I wouldn't would you want to live your life saying, dang, I wish I wasn't so fearful or else I'd have done this or I was fearless. So now looking at the risk and the chance I took. No, I'm here versus still going in a job mouth to mouth. That's no way
Oh,
to live.
God.
Not to me. I don't
No,
believe
I
I
know.
can do it mouth to mouth. So I'd rather take chance because I believe life is to live, and I believe in living it to the fullest. So whatever sacrifices needs to be made, I'm willing to take those chances. It's going to be temptations. It's going to be you're going to be tested in more ways than you can imagine.
Oh,
That's how
yes.
people is, with the crab in the barrel mentality. That's how people is when you're doing something. But if you wasn't doing nothing, then I guess you wouldn't be getting the test. I mean,
It's true.
but you can't let anyone outsmart you. So
Mhm.
if when the test come, if you don't know how to deal with it, then you're gonna shut down. You're gonna stop. You're gonna give up. Never
And
give up.
and sometimes that when those tests come, people take it personally. I was online yesterday in a business women's group, and somebody told this woman no, and now this lady's gonna stop her business. And I was like, that's bananas.
Exactly my point. Hey, thick skin. You
Yeah.
can't listen. Also, let me give you all some motivation, especially in today's time with this the internet era. Listen, man. If one person tell you no, it's billions in the world, billions. So no one should stop one person, two, not even 100 person can stop you from being successful. All you gotta do is do what's necessary. Do what's necessary,
Yes.
and promote what you promoting. It's billions in the world. I didn't say
Billions. And there's money
billions.
to be made.
So just think of it that way. You can't please everybody, but some people you can please. Pay attention to the love.
Mm-hmm.
Put the hate to the side. Forget the hate. Pay attention to the love you receive. I mean, it's plenty of people out there. There's plenty of customers out there. Billions. You
Mm-hmm.
have to be smart enough to reach them. Anyone who watching and you think you can't do it, no such thing as can.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it.
So why are we focused on everybody else though? Why do we care so much? We did an episode on that. We can't allow other people to steal our joy. We shouldn't have to need validation from
Good point
others to
after
live
good
our
point.
best life, right?
Good point after good point. Good point after good
Well, I
point.
learned from someone super smart.
Good point. Good point. So that's that. We jumping from topic to topic,
Oh, listen,
but
here's a whole book on a
but
podcast.
to me it's necessary. It all comes down to one. And as Erica just said, like people, you got like I said earlier, you gotta have thick skin. Don't worry about who judges. Don't
That's
worry
right.
about it. Everybody got an opinion. Okay,
Mhm.
so your opinion of me is this. Okay, and
There you go.
I'm not gonna lose no sleep. So
That's
never
right.
want to let no one lose your sleep. Like I said, in anything you do, you're gonna get some hate. If you ain't getting no hate, you ain't doing it right.
It's
Because
true.
people love to see you be successful, but when you start doing better than them, more successful, you're gonna get a fight. I don't care if you're on the internet. I don't care if listen.
But you know what,
In a
Tex
fight.
Roy?
So, mhm.
If you have taken the time to invest in yourself, then when those haters come, it doesn't sting like it would have, because if you've invested in yourself and grown internally, when those haters come, it doesn't affect you like it would have previously, I would say, because that's why people need to invest in themselves to gain confidence. Truly, I
When you love
believe.
yourself, most people that made to be successful gotta love themselves. I'm telling you, it's power. I always say this a lot. It's power into loving yourself, man. I love
It's
myself enough to, in my head, I gotta live life. I refuse to live from a paycheck to I got to live life. I
mhm,
love myself, so I believe in treat myself. I mean, and money's everything. And if you into a business because it's specifically for the money, chances are your success is going to be a big challenge. But if you're doing what you're doing because you love it, then you got a better chance of winning business you in. Try to find something that you love. Anyway, I say all of that to say money make the world go round. It is what it is. It's not everything, but we need it. You know what I mean? So
we should be careful with how we use it.
Facts. Facts. I like how you summed that up for me.
You know, Texter, I believe, especially for women, that no woman should not have extra money in her savings. She should never be in a situation that she can't get out of, that she should have emergency money. Like, I just firmly believe it. And so, ladies, if you got a whole bunch of material stuff that's not serving you, go to a consignment store, sell it on Poshmark, do something and invest in yourself and create savings. And if you don't have money coming into your bank account every single day from your business, you should probably talk to us.
You never know when that rainy day coming. That's why it's called a rainy day. So you got to always prepare yourself, like Erica said. You know what I mean?
Yes. So watch it and take a look. We're not saying don't shop at all, because we both like to, but we're just saying, are you investing your money in the wrong areas? Or are you investing your money too much? Because if anything's off balance, right, and you're investing your money so much in this material and now you don't have time to invest in yourself, that's not gonna work.
You're on point with the powerful words, off balance. So you got to always try to stay on balance, because the minute something is off balance, then that's where the pressure begins. You become overwhelmed. So, key word, try to be balanced. Put your all into balancing life. You know what I mean?
It's key. It's key, you guys. So we hope that you enjoyed this. And we'd love to know, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts about, are you putting our material items stopping you? Did we hit a nerve with some people? Let us know, and if you're not sure where you found us, go to yourdailyboost365.com. You can listen to us or go to wherever your favorite podcasts are, and please subscribe and invite others to listen. We've got some powerful things that we want to share to help you to live your best life. So, Texter, do you have anything else that you'd like to say before we go?
Well, like I always say, just the key words: believe in yourself, love yourself, and put that work in. So just put up the sign. This sign means wins to me. Yeah. I always put up the sign. This is my picture sign. So be a winner. You know what I mean? Yes. Be a winner, because you was born a winner. You was born to shine.
Oh, yes. You were born to shine now.
All right. On that note, holla at you. Respect always. You know what I mean? Put that first in life. Respect.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Don't forget to hit the bell, hit the subscribe button so you will be notified when our next podcast drops.